You know, we're all taught the same old rule: buy low, sell high, right? But what if I told you that in the world of short-term trading, the real money is often made by doing the complete opposite? Today, we are jumping headfirst into the high-speed, high-stakes universe of momentum trading. It's a system built on one simple but kind of radical idea: buy high and sell even higher.
So, here's the roadmap for today. First, we're going to break down what it really means to ride the wave. Then, we're building an entire system, piece by piece. We'll cover how to find the right stocks with the 5 pillars, how to spot the exact patterns to look for, and then how to execute your trades like a machine. And finally, we'll talk about the biggest challenge of all: the person staring back at you in the mirror.
All right, let's get into it. What does it actually mean to ride the market's wave? Let's unpack the core idea that powers this whole strategy.
Okay, so this is where we have to flip our whole investing mindset upside down. Forget looking for cheap, undervalued stocks. A momentum trader is looking for stocks that are already sprinting upwards. The goal is to jump on for part of that ride. See, you're not investing in a company's long-term potential. You're trading its current speed, its velocity. That's the key.
And this is the perfect way to picture it. You're a surfer. You're not trying to predict the weather patterns for next year. No, you are right there in the water, paddling, looking for that next big swell. Your job is to catch it, ride the most powerful part of that wave, and then hop off right before it collapses into foam on the beach. It's all about speed, timing, and being in the moment.
But let's be real, surfing these waves is incredibly difficult. It's a tough, high-stakes game. For one, you're buying and selling constantly, and those transaction costs can eat you alive. It's also super time-intensive. We're talking glued to your screen, hour-by-hour monitoring. And this strategy really thrives in a rising market. It can get crushed otherwise. So to even have a chance, a cool idea isn't enough. You need a system, a bulletproof, non-negotiable system.
Okay, so let's build that exact system. This is where we stop talking theory and start getting practical. We're going to use a strict filtering process, we'll call it the 5 pillars, to sift through all the noise and find only the absolute best opportunities. This quote right here, this is the entire philosophy. The goal isn't to be a genius who finds some hidden stock nobody's heard of. Nope, it's to find the stocks that are so screamingly in play that thousands of other traders are watching the exact same thing. It's that shared attention, that spotlight, that creates the explosive, predictable moves we're looking for. Being picky is how you survive.
And here are the rules of the game. These are the 5 gatekeepers. Each one is a non-negotiable filter. First, price. Between $2 and $20 makes it accessible. Second, a low float. That means a small supply of available shares, so when demand hits, the price can really take off. Third, volume. It has to be trading way more than usual, which confirms everyone is watching it right now. Fourth, a catalyst. There has to be some fresh news, a reason for all the excitement. And finally, if a stock passes all 4 of those, it still has to show us a clean, easy-to-read chart pattern. If it fails even one of these pillars, it's out. We just move on. No exceptions.
So, a stock has made it through all 5 pillars. It's officially on the watch list. Now what? Well, we don't just dive in. We wait. We patiently wait for the market to show us its hand, to form one of 2 very specific visual patterns that scream high probability entry.
And these are the only 2 setups we care about. On the one hand, you have the bull flag. It's just a beautiful pattern. A huge spike up, that's the flagpole, followed by a little period of calm, a little dip, that's the flag, before it's ready to take off again. Then you have the flat top breakout. This one is all about building tension. Imagine buyers pushing the price up to, say, $10 over and over and getting rejected each time. That pressure just builds and builds until, snap. The sellers are gone, and the price explodes through that ceiling. The beauty of both is they give you a crystal clear entry point. Spotting the pattern is one thing, but when a stock is moving in the blink of an eye, hesitation is fatal. This next part is all about taking your brain, your emotions, out of the equation and learning to execute with the cold, hard precision of a machine. So how do you act without thinking? Hotkeys. Simple as that. Every single critical action, buying, selling half your position, selling everything, is mapped to a single keystroke. Now, this isn't just for convenience. It's about eliminating those crucial milliseconds of doubt that come from moving a mouse and clicking a button. When the price hits your spot, your finger presses the key. It's pure muscle memory, not a conscious decision. And this is the script you run every single time. The absolute magic of this is that every decision is already made before you're even in the trade. You know your entry point, your first profit target, your final target, and your non-negotiable stop loss. So when the price pops up 10 cents, you hit Shift plus H. No thinking, no second guessing. If it drops 10 cents against you, you hit Shift plus S and you're out instantly. The system runs the trade, not your feelings of hope or fear. So we have the filters, we have the patterns, we have the mechanics for execution. But honestly, none of that matters without this final piece, which is also the hardest part, mastering your own mind.
I absolutely love this quote. Think of it as a weapon against perfectionism. So many traders freeze because they're waiting for that one mythical, flawless, A++ setup that, let's face it, probably never comes. This idea is about launching the good enough ship. If a stock checks all 5 boxes and gives you a clean pattern, you take the trade. You execute your system. This whole thing is a game of probabilities and repetition, not finding a unicorn.
And if you want to see what that discipline actually looks like, here it is. The day starts at 3:30 in the morning, hours before the opening bell. There's a strict no-fly zone for the first 2 chaotic minutes of the market open. The actual trading window is incredibly short, less than 90 minutes, and there's a hard stop time. No new trades after that. This entire structure is a cage you build around yourself to protect you from your own worst emotional impulses.
This number right here, this might just be the single most important rule in this entire system. This is not a profit target. This is your max daily loss. If you're trading a $2,000 account and you find yourself down $120, you turn the computer off. Done for the day. It is the ultimate circuit breaker that stops one bad day from spiraling into a catastrophic one. It's the rule that keeps you in the game.
And in the end, that's what it all comes down to. The system itself, it's pretty simple. You could write these rules down on a napkin, but actually executing those rules perfectly under real pressure with real money on the line, day in and day out, well, that's a different story. The system tells you what to do, but only you can bring the discipline. So the final question you have to ask yourself is this a game you're truly built to play?